Welcome, welcome. I believe we are live. So hopefully you guys can hear me, see me, and also let me get my comments up and in the box. So happy Monday to everyone. Another Monday, another live. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Enjoying the decent weather if you got it. It's in sunny Luton. It's nice and sunny down here. So as usual, we're going to do a 20 question mock test today. It's going to be a random one. So there's going to be questions from all the different categories on that. We'll do it as we normally do. If you guys are original members here, if you're new, I'll explain how that all works. If you've got any questions, put it in the chat. Theory, driving, related, put it in the chat. I'll answer it as we go, and I'll make it personal to you, the answer, rather than a generic answer. Let me know in the chat if you are new here as well, and let me know if you've got a test coming up, driving test or ferry test, and put AM or PM, because I'm really interested what you guys choose, whether it's AM or PM test. Right, so let me just say hello to some of you in the chat, because you guys are already here. Sunday, good day to you. Sorry, I got confused there. Yeah, good day to you. Hope you are well. Hello, Emily. Nice to see that you are back. How are you doing? Patricia, how are you? Hopefully you are well. Minister Joan, how are you? How are you doing with your studying? Good day, Dorian. Hope you and family are blessed. We are definitely blessed. How are you doing with your studying? Let me know in the chat. How's it going? So I'm just going to take this off. Hold on 1 second. Let's delete that. So I'm just deleting some stuff because it's making the comments come up really big. I want to get rid of that and get rid of that. Hopefully that solves the comment issue. Nope, doesn't. Mass, hopefully I'm saying that right. Hi Dorian, I've been watching your videos for about 8 weeks. Wow. Thank you very much for watching for that long. I have just passed my ferry test first time. Put that back up. You are amazing educator. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching that long for 8 weeks, and thank you for coming back and letting me know. Let me know in the chat if you are going to take driving lessons, because I'm really interested in what your guys' next path is. Whether you're going to take driving lessons or a driving test, because you may be ready for it, or you're just going to sit on it for a while. Just let me know in the chat. Hi, good evening. How are you? Hope you are well. I know you had an issue with your test, I think so. Let me know, because you booked one, you booked another one, didn't you? I'm sure you did. So let me know how that went, or if you're not taking it yet. Portia, how are you? Hopefully you are well. It's nice to see that you are back. I am, Chester. I am doing really well, to be fair. And I love the live, so I look forward to the Mondays and the lives. The morning wasn't great, but the afternoon was a good driving session. But yeah, I enjoyed the live. So yes, I'm having a good time at the moment. I'm well. Bahim, I've not seen your name before. I'm sure I haven't. How are you? Let me know in the chat if you got a test coming up. King Biggs. Hello, nice to join you today again. Thank you for coming back. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Passed my practical test. Wow, well done to you, Ali. Passed your driving test, so you are now a legal driver. Let me know when you passed it. How long ago? Oh, today. Sorry, that's my dyslexia kicking in there. Didn't see today. Well done to you. And thanks for coming back to the channel, letting me know. You are now legally allowed to drive. You can drive straight away. You don't have to wait for your license to come back, just in case you've got access to a car. By the way, your pass certificate is your temporary driver's license, but do not take it out with you if you're going to drive. Leave that at home. If you do get stopped, as you know from the ferry side, you will get a producer. Ranjit, welcome. Just dropped in to say thanks for your videos. Passed my ferry test last week. Well done to you. Congratulations. Let me know in the chat, please. Let me know in the chat whether you're going to take driving lessons or you're looking to book a driving test or you're going to sit on it for a while. I'd just like to know what you guys' next step is. It's not all just about the theory and saying goodbye. I want to know exactly what you guys are up to because I want you guys to pass the driving test as well, just like Ali did. Abby, I'm well, thank you. I hope you are well too, and welcome. Mr. Dorian, I am pleased to let you know I passed my... Again, another one passing the practical guy. I love this. Driving test on Friday with 1 minor from moving off from the hill start. Thank you so much and God bless. Chester, well done and congratulations. I just love that you guys passing, whether it's ferry test or driving test, especially the driving side of it, because it means you're finished, you're done. Just keep driving safely. My next step is to pass my mod 1 and mod 2. Yeah, I think I saw your comment. It's a motorbike test you took. Well done. Mod 1 and mod 2. That's not going to be easy, but yeah. Know all about the motorbike test as well. So I wish you luck with that. I didn't just pass my ferry test Friday, 7th of July. Watched your videos for 1 week straight. Pass, thank you. My driving test comes from the 13th of July. I don't have a driving instructor. 13th of July. It's all 11th, 12th, Thursday. But you haven't got a driving instructor. What are you going to do? Jabbo, hopefully I'm saying that right. What are you going to do about your driving test? Have you got access to a car to take the driving test? Again, let me know in the chat. But congratulations on passing the theory though. And that's what I'm talking about as well. Passing the theory, you can go, providing you've been taking driving lessons, you can go straight into a driving test. And I keep saying it doesn't make it right or wrong, but that's what you should be doing. Theory studying along with the driving lessons. And then once you pass the theory, you literally can go straight for a driving test if you're near enough ready. If you're not, you can always book a driving test and work towards it. But if you're not taking driving lessons, it's not the end of the world. But I just feel that's the best way to do it, driving and theory together. Let's make that slightly bigger. I'll be having my theory test on the 20th of this month. I have difficulty with road signs and hazards. I'm assuming when you say hazards, I'm assuming you mean hazard perception. If that's the case, there's a video on the channel. I want to say about 4 or 5 weeks ago I did it. It's in depth. Tells you when to click, kills all the myths about clicking too many times and all the rest of it. So watch that video. In terms of road signs, if you haven't done it already, the Study With Me series has got the road signs section on that, 20 questions on that. I'm supposed to be doing a video this week for not road signs, but motorway signs. I've still got to put that together and film it and edit it. Whether it's going to come out on Thursday as usual, I'm not sure because I am busy this week. But if not this week, it would definitely be coming out next week. So that'd be motorway road signs. But there is road signs on the Study With Me series. Let me know what in particular you're struggling with. Adeliki, hopefully I'm saying that right. Adeliki, let me know what you're struggling with in particular, and then I can help you out here now while you're here on the live itself. Kelvin, I have difficulty reading and understanding English. The way around that, there's two ways around it. One's long-winded, that's contacting the DVSA and find out what they can do for you. You can get a reader with that, but it takes a long time to sort that out, and you've got to supply medical certificates and all the rest of it. That's the long way around. The easiest way around that is to use headphones. Get it read to you. The understanding still may be a bit of a struggle, but readings wise, it will solve that problem because it's read to you, and you can click on the question and answers as many times as you want, and it's read through the headphones. The headphones are supplied automatically on the day of the test, but I would suggest that you practice with the headphones before going for the real test. So just plug your headphones into your phone or iPad or whatever it is that you're using, or Bluetooth, and then practice so you get used to it being read through to you, and hopefully that will help. Rhythm, nice to see you back. Start of the week, like I said, this morning wasn't the best, with 1 or 2 issues at the Luton office, but it got better and it's getting better now because I'm on the live, which I enjoy doing. Hopefully you sorted out your residency with intensive courses. Let me know. Harriet's saying hello to everyone. Let me just make that slightly bigger because she's shouting out hello to everyone. That's what I love. Oh, that's too big. Patricia, I'm well, thank you. Getting 47 out of 50 on the mock test. Just trying to master the hazard perception. Been ready to book. You're getting 47 out of 50 on your mock test. What are you getting on the hazard perception? Just let me know what your rough scores are on the hazard perception. I'm loving that you keep watching, Frank. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I'll tell you what you do, Frank. Email me. I want to have a quick... put that back. I want to have a quick chat with you about something. Email me. info@ Driving Theory UK. I've got so much emails going on now. Sorry. Do that again. info@ drivingtheoryuk.com. I want to have a quick chat with you about something as well. But I don't want to do it on air. I want to do it via email. Or better still, send me your phone number in the email so I can phone you and talk to you direct. Frank, are you driving now? Just let me know, because you passed your test. Are you driving around, or you still just hanging around, basically? Because I know sometimes when people's pass, they're scared to jump in a car on their own for the first time. Fahana, nice to see you. 47 out of 50. Well done to you. 64 out of 75, which is a high score for hazard perception. Fahana, congratulations. Well done for passing. Again, let me know in the chat if you're looking to take driving lessons or book a driving test. Next step is driving lessons. Okay, brilliant. It's going to be a bit honest. It's going to be a bit hard to find driving instructors this time of the year, but if you don't try, you don't know. That's if you're looking to take driving lessons this soon, basically. But in the summer months is our busy months. Sana, hi, welcome, welcome. Nice to see you here. Yes, I booked the 5th of July, but I cancelled it. I need more studying. That's a wise move. I think we had that discussion before. So yeah, just because you book a theory test, if you don't feel that you're ready for it, you can always move it back. As long as you keep an eye on the cancellation date, it's normally 3 working days before your test date. You can just push it back rather than cancelling. Let me know if you're struggling with anything in particular. Again, put it in the chat and I can help you out while we are here. Or is it just lack of studying time that you're just trying to catch up on? God bless you. Thank you for coming back and letting me know, Fahana. I appreciate that. I booked my test for the 7th of August, Sana. Okay, 7th of August, a little more than a month away, so you've got plenty of time to get some studying. Sorry, I'm just reading Chester's comment. I give to myself a little care and finish the car today. Today, well done. After passing my driving practical test on Friday, I will keep watching and contributing. Yes, Chester, but like I said, email me. I want to talk to you about that, especially with the contributing side. Exactly what I want to talk to you about. But email me, please. And drive safely, by the way. Sorry, I was dealing with Sana. Yes, you've got a bit of time to study and you've got a few more lives to put in because I'm here every Monday. Any questions or concerns you've got, put it in the chat. Let me know. I will try and help you out the best I can so you can pass that test on the 7th, first time. Yes, Minister Joan, good day to you. Oh, was that smaller? Yes, I've got a car. I've been practicing. We've watching lots of videos on your channel and other YouTube. Okay, good. I'm glad you're practicing. I would still try to get a driving instructor because they can pick up any habits that you can't pick up on. Whoever you're going out with may not be able to see the mistakes you're making. And there's certain things examiners won't accept. So it's better to get that sorted out via instructor. Don't take a lot of lessons, just one or two. The instructor can guide you and then you can go from practicing your car with whoever and gives you a better possible chance of passing that test first time. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with taking driving lessons while you're studying, but again, that's fine. There's nothing wrong. There's no right or wrong way. I just feel that it's better to take driving lessons while you're taking the theory test as well. Emily, I've been practicing theory and sometimes I pass or failed the mock test, but with hazard I seem to be okay with. Yeah, in my experience, once you understand what you're clicking on the hazard perception, it very rarely go backwards with failing. It's always going to come down to the question because you just don't know what 50 questions you're going to get. Hazard perception, you just click, see problem, click. So it pretty much stays standard. But the theory test, the questions itself, you just don't know what questions you're going to get. But sorry, Emily, just a quick question. What categories are you struggling with the most? Because you said sometimes you're being sometimes you pass, sometimes you fail. So there's got to be a type of pattern, if that makes sense. Similar questions, similar categories. Just let me know and I can help you out while I'm here. Hello, James, welcome. Yeah, it's been a little while. Where have you been? Hopefully you've been well, though. Been keeping well. That's the main thing, staying safe. I've not seen the email, but in saying that I've not checked my email, literally when I came from work, I had to do a couple of phone calls to arrange assessments and stuff. So if you've emailed me, fine, I'll check that and I will respond. Probably not today because I've got 101 things to do after this live, but I will respond this week. So keep an eye out for that. I've been using the 4-in-1 app for my hazards. I got 40 or 50 for the score. I'm assuming it's 40 for the hazard that you're talking about. 40, that's failing. You need 44. So you still need a little bit more practice on the hazard perception. If that's the case, you need 44 minimum. Again, if you're taking it for real, obviously if you get 44, you pass it, take it. But if you're not taking the test and you're practicing, I would suggest 50 being the lowest mark to be saying to yourself, I can take a real test. I think 50 gives you a little bit of grace on the real test, even though it's a little bit slower and all the clips are clearer. But ideally, you want 50 or more when you're doing mock test. 40, obviously you're failing on that, so you still need a little bit of work. I'm going to forgive you for spelling my name totally wrong, but hey, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce your name, but welcome, welcome, welcome. And thank you for thanking me. I'm driving now. I have a Vauxhall in my car. I love it. just keep driving, wasted. Yeah, I was like that years and years ago when I passed my driving test. You just can't get enough of it. But that wears off after a while, trust me. Right, it is this Friday we'll be doing my theory test. I wish you luck with that, Joan, Minister Joan. Let me know if you've got any questions, any concerns at this point in time. I can answer it directly to you. Make it personal. Thanks a million. I passed my test first time this morning. Well done to you. Oh, look at this. 50 out of 50. Congratulations. And 70 for my hazard perception. 70 out of 75. That's a really high score, but that's really, really, really well done to get 50 out of 50. Not many people get that. But that's congratulations to you. Let me know in the chat if you are going to take driving lessons or look to book a driving test. Vanessa, I don't know, thanks for your lessons. Not a problem. You're welcome. All of you are. I pass my test. I'm assuming that's your theory test. If it is, well, either way, driving test, theory test, congratulations with that. And thanks for letting me know. Again, let me know in the chat if it's theory test. Let me know if you are taking driving lessons or you're going to look to book a driving test. Patricia's saying hello, Harry. I just made that bigger because I love when you guys are saying hello to each other and talking to each other. Appreciate that. Because you guys are on the same journey as well as each other. Oops, put that smaller. Hazard mock score is between 60 and 8%. Put that in score form. I'm not really dealing with percentages. So put it in a score form for me, please, Patricia, rather than percentage. I'd like to deal with facts because the real test is in numbers, it's not percentages. Name Matt, I'm hopefully I'm saying that right. I have a test soon too. I wish you luck with the test if I don't speak to you before that. But again, let me know if you've got any questions, any concerns. Put it in the chat. KC, it's good to see that you're back. Hope you are well. Oh, that's big. Laser beam. Hello, I've been watching a few of your videos to gain better understanding and they're really good. I've done 2 theory tests and failed both. I got 39 out of 50 and 41 out of 50. Okay, so you're going in the right direction. If you've got 39 out of 50, 41 out of 50, you're going in the right direction. I've got another one on the 17th, which is next Monday. The only comment I will make on that, why did you book one for next Monday if you've got 41 out of 50? I'm assuming the last one that you took was a little while ago and you've been studying since. But again, let me know in the let me know in the chat if you've got any issues that you want answered and cleared up while we are here. Hello, hello, hello. Maifili. I've not seen that name before, so I'm assuming you're new. Welcome. Appreciate it that you're turning up. I've passed both hazard perception 43.75 and 63.75. I've got 63.75 after watching your hazard perception. Very helpful. Okay, no problem at all. Appreciate that. Hey, hope you have a great day. I did mine today, but unfortunately I got 42. Ooh, 42, just one short, and 49 out of 75. As I always say to someone who's failed the test, the first thing you want to do, the paperwork they gave you or email it in, they're starting to email your theory test sheet to you. So I don't know if you're at the centre that started it or haven't, but either way, get the paperwork, look at the categories you got the questions wrong in, and then start from there, start revising those categories, and then start working your way back up to more mock tests. But I would tackle the individual categories first that you got the questions wrong in, and then build it up from there. The problem is I've been scoring really high, at least 40 out of 50 on the theory test in the 4-in-1, but failed the real one. The questions are a bit different. Yes, the questions in the app are sample questions. They're not the real questions for obvious reasons. They're sampled questions. But as I say in my videos, if you understand the question and understand the answers. It doesn't make a difference how they're worded. You're looking for the safe option, so you should be picking it out. So there's still a little bit of lack of understanding with that as well. Any app that you get is always going to be sampled questions. If anyone tells you they've got the real questions, they're lying to you. Vanessa, theory test, 48. I'm 48 out of 50. Well done. So high score, 70 out of 75. Again, another high score in the hazard perception. Well done to you, Vanessa. Thank you for coming back and letting me know. Yeah, I know. I've never seen your name before, and I appreciate you turning up. Again, let me know if you have any questions or any concerns that you want answered personal to you. Right. Hello, Denise. Hope you are well. Thanks for turning up, watching. Oh, that's big. I don't know why it keeps doing that. I can't find the paper that reveals in what category I fail in, so I'm studying with you in every category. More times I will study on the L success on my iPad. That's fine. It's not a problem. If you can't find the paperwork, it's not an issue. But the one thing I will suggest, though, when you take your test, I think you said Friday, when you pass it, keep that paperwork safe. You're going to need it for booking your driving test, and you're going to need it for test day, just in case they do a spot check. So don't lose it when you pass it. Goody, hello Dorian. I booked my theory test on the 20th. I'm assuming it's 20th of this month. So just a little more than a week and a half away, and it's a PM test. I wish you luck with that. If I don't speak to you before, you can come back next Monday, get more training. Let me know in the chat if you've got any questions, any concerns that you want answered and taken care of. And good luck with the test if I don't speak to you before. Life, nice to see that you're back. Yeah, keep me informed with the driving, because like I said, I don't want you guys to just pass the theory and disappear. I want to know what you guys are doing with the driving, because remember, I can help you with that, advise you with that as well. Can't give you the lessons, but I can help you, advise you, give you some tips along the way. So stay in touch. Good luck with the first driving test lesson. Theory test 41 out of 15, 64. Oh, that's again 41. That's a couple short as well. Same as usual. Start with the categories you got the questions wrong in, and then work up from that, because there's a weakness there with the studying. Right, what I'm going to do before I keep going on with this, I'm going to do this one because this is a good story. Chanela. Hopefully I'm saying that right. I passed my theory test today. Thank you so much, I'm assuming, for your videos. They really helped me. Congratulations on passing. Thank you for coming back and letting me know. Again, just in the chat, let me know if you are taking driving lessons, or you're going to take a driving test, or you're going to sit on it for a while, because you have got 2 years. Right, so I just want to do a quick overview. So as I do every Monday, I do an overview for the new ones. I don't assume that you guys know how the theory test works. So the questions is 50 questions in total, taken from the 14 different categories. And you have 57 minutes to take the test, and you need 43 out of 50. So your knowledge needs to be quite rounded, to be honest. Like I said, you don't know what category you're going to get. All you know, you're going to get different questions from each category. One category can give you 6 questions. One category can give you 2 questions. So that's why your knowledge needs to be pretty strong with that. Take your time on the test. Read the questions carefully. Read the answers carefully. You're not in a rush. If you have to take all 57 minutes, then take it. It's a difference between passing and failing. Once you've done the questions, you move on to your hazard perception. It's 14 video clips. 13 of them have single hazards, which you score a maximum of 5. And one of them's a double, which you score 2 5s, which is your 10. Ideally, you want 8 or 9 on your double. And that keeps your average up, just in case you get a couple of 2s and 3s. You need to average at least a 3 on every clip. If your average is below 3, you're going to fail it. If you do get a 0, i.e. you click too many times and it's told you that, don't panic and freak out. You can still pass comfortably as long as you start to bring the average up by getting 4s and 5s on that. I'll say every week there's no trick questions. There's people always in the classroom on a Monday. Yeah, they're trying to trick you with the way they word it. The wording is poor. It's written badly, worded badly. That's why it sounds like there's trick questions, but there's no tricks. It's straightforward, black and white, safe or it isn't. Remember, you're always looking for the safe option. And normally the first 8 questions, some multiple questions, will lead to a controlled outcome. And that's what you're looking for as well, because your driving test is based on control and safety. And as I said, safety, always looking for the safe option or a controlled option. And the most important thing on that theory test, to be fair, other than reading the questions very carefully, is don't make it personal. Do not make the test about you. It's not about you. It's about learner drivers taking the theory test. So the answer has to be what we call generic answer. So whoever's taking it in Manchester, Birmingham, Scotland, Luton, London, it's going to be the same answer across the board. Once you make the question personal to you, you're looking for an answer that's personal to you. You're now looking for a wrong answer. And the other thing is, do not add anything into the question. Do not take anything out of the question. This morning in the classroom, there's a simple question, A, B, C, D. And then when the pupil, he got it wrong. But when I tried to, he tried to explain to me why he chose his answer, he gave me all this different information that was nowhere in the question. The question was just literally A, B, C, D. That's what you got to work with. That's what you're looking for. Once you put stuff in the question that wasn't there or take stuff out, it's a different question. Hence why you get a different answer. For those of you who just missed it, a couple of you in the chat, 41, 42. Yeah, it's easy enough to say I just missed it by 1, missed it by 2, but that's a mindset thing. You didn't miss it by 1, didn't miss it by 2. You got 8 or 9 questions wrong, which means there's a lack of knowledge. For you to go to a test and get 8 or 9 questions wrong, there's a lack of knowledge. And that's why I say start with the categories and then work your way back up from there to a mock test. So hopefully that makes it all clear, especially for you new guys who haven't taken a theory test before. That's the simple way this theory test works. Let me just go back to this chat before we start. Hi Evelyn, it's nice to see you. Hope you're well. Hi Dorian, I'll definitely stay in touch and thank you for the well wishes. I'm feeling very calm and confident. Good. I like someone who's calm and confident. So yeah, stay in touch with the driving, definitely. Like I said, let me know how you're getting on with the lessons and if you've got any issues with that as well. And good luck with the driving. Hello, my first time here. David, welcome. Welcome. Again, if you've got any questions, David, let me know in the chat and I'll try and answer it personal to you. I want to focus challenging questions and how do I revise challenging questions so I can pass the theory. What is a challenging question? That's what you've got to ask yourself. Everybody's going to have a different challenges. Some people with road signs, some people will be vulnerable road users. Challenging is personal to you. And if that's the case, just to say road signs, for example, is a challenging issue for you, go to the app and then just study that section. You can actually section off whatever it is you're struggling. So if it's vulnerable road users, just do the vulnerable road user questions. But challenging questions is different for everyone. Thank you for keep watching, Mildred. It's not a problem. Not a problem at all. Kenny, good day to you as well. God bless you. Thank you for turning up and watching. Appreciate that. Right, so what I'm going to do is how do I ensure that I understand the question? That's personal. Everybody's different style of studying. I can't answer that question. The only way you can understand it is keep reading, and keep reading. I think you said you studied with understanding English. As I said, get read through the headphones is going to be the easiest part with that. And the second thing is just keep reading. Watch my videos. I'm not the only channel out there. I think I'm me and there's another one called Annie. She's pretty good. I know her pretty well. That actually explain it, but most of the other channels that do the theory side of it, as the robotic ones and all the rest of it, there's no explanation involved. But there's nothing wrong with watching YouTube videos and just keep reading. That's the only way to get the understanding. The other way around it as well, if you do understand with English, get a dictionary. So when they use certain words, look it up in a dictionary. It's going to give you a bit more explanation. The studying is going to be longer, but as long as you get to the end goal of passing, does it really matter? I love commenting to David. I love that when you guys are talking to each other. Appreciate that. I will, while that's on there, talking to each other, at this precise moment, and it should be done within the next couple of weeks, let me just announce it now. I am putting a Discord server together. I just tested running it at the moment. It's going to take me a couple of weeks to test run it to make sure it's working. So what the Discord server is going to be, I want you guys to, when it's ready, to accept the link. It will be in the description of the videos, future videos, not these ones just yet. And join the Discord server. You guys can actually talk to each other in there. You can actually talk to me in there live. There's going to be study rooms in there where you guys can go in there and study with each other, face-wise, put your cameras on, have your microphones on, and talk to each other. You guys are on the same journey. It's hard for me to now, because the channel's all just short of 8,000 subscribers. It's very hard for me to keep in touch with your guys' comments on the YouTube video. So I'm going to try to get as many of you off the YouTube channel, as in comments, and get you into the Discord server where you guys can talk to each other. You can have more access to me on a regular basis, not just on a Monday. I will be in there, I won't say every day, but probably every other day. And I can jump into a room and talk to you direct on camera as well. So that's what the Discord server is going to be. So that I'm going to test run for the next couple of weeks. Hopefully I've built it all right. It will go live in a couple of weeks, and I want as many of you to go in there as possible, and we can talk to each other, help each other, study together, and all the rest of it. So that's what I'm looking to do in the background. So those of you who's emailed me, Instagram me, I'm not ignoring you. It's just I haven't got time because I'm trying to get this server done. Patricia Brown, hi, Dorian, first time. Welcome, 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 welcome. Good evening, Kate. Appreciate it. Turning up and watching. I revised theory for 4 months and failed twice with the same score, 41 out of 50. Same thing. Categories, that's where you want to go from. If you failed it twice, what you want to do is get the first paperwork, second paperwork, and see if there's a connection. If it's different categories for both, then there's a lack of understanding there, definitely. If it's the same categories, then obviously it's a lack of understanding in the same categories, which makes your life a little bit easier in terms of moving forwards. Oops. Mildred, I'm now preparing for my practicals. I will be needing your assistance with some practical lessons. I'm preparing for my practicals. I'm assuming you're talking, when you say practical, we're talking about the driving test. I will be needing your assistance with some practical lesson questions. If it's the driving side of it, throw it in the chat, let me know. Not a problem. My name is Kate. I've been following you for some weeks now. I've been struggling with my theory test. What are you struggling with? There's struggles and there's struggles. What are you struggling with in particular? Right, I'm going to jump on and get this theory test loaded up, and then I'll still answer any questions in the chat. Right, this is a 20 question mock test, so it's not time constraint. So how this works for you new guys, that's not been here before. We read the question first. So in this case, you're going through a long tunnel. What will warn you of congestions or an incident ahead? And then you guys put the answers in the chat. So this is A, areas with hatch markings. B, hazard warning lines. C, variable message signs. D, other drivers flashing their lights. So just type in the chat A, B, C, or D, and I'm still reading your comments as we go along. Okay, let me know what you're struggling with. Life challenging question. What I did was go on YouTube, found videos which say the most difficult challenging questions. There are quite a few highlighted that there. Just search and repeat. There's advice. I think it was for laser beam. Life is just giving you some information. Yeah, go on YouTube, type in challenging questions. But I will say challenging questions is down to the individual, but that's a start. Definitely do that. Chester, it's open to everyone. I want you guys to come, especially you guys who's already passed. You can go in there and help people to pass as well. That's one of the things I want to talk to you about. So yeah, it's for everyone. Past, people who's passed, people who's failing, people just, whatever it is, driving wise as well. It's not just for the theory side of it, it's driving as well. Jump in there when it's open, help each other out. I've got C from Laserbeam Life. C, rhythm C. Most of you are going for C's. I've got a difference of opinion here. I've got a B. And most of you are going for C's. Right, answer is, let's deal with B first. B, hazard warning lines. Hazard warning lines is not going to let you know of congestion. Hazard lines are designed to let you know there's a hazard coming up. Even the hazard lines don't even tell you what hazards it is. It just tells you there's a problem coming up. You need to adjust your speed based on what the problem is. So it's going to be variable message signs. If you don't know what variable message signs, it's one of those things that can change. They can have speed limits on there, lane closures, fog, whatever it is. It can change live while you are driving. Hence why it's called variable. Why should you check the information leaflet before taking any medicines? So A, drug companies want customers' feedback on their products. B, you may have to let your insurance company know about your medicines. C, medicines you take may affect your hearing. D, some types of medicines can affect your ability to drive safely. I have another one coming up next week, 21st. Kate, got another one coming up 21st, 17th, 24th. Just short of 2 weeks. Are you ready for it, Kate? Let me know if you feel like you're ready for it. Yes, for driving. I did inform you your last live that I passed my theory on the 30th of June 45. Yeah, sorry, Mildred. There's so many comments coming through. I can't remember who's actually did what unless I watched the live back. But yeah, thank you for still turning up. I appreciate that. Not a problem. On some, I'm getting 47 out of 75. Others are lower. I need to master the right moment to click. Nightmare, laugh at that. Patricia, have you watched my video, the last one with the hazard perception? Just type in the chat yes or no if you have watched that video. Lights, welcome back. Good day, master. I passed my theory test today within 2 weeks after failing the first one. Well done to you and congratulations. Thank you for coming back and letting me know. Appreciate that. Congratulations on passing. It becomes challenging at actual theory test. It becomes challenging at actual theory test. Not quite understanding that. You mean the theory test itself, it becomes challenging? That I do agree, especially if you don't understand it. That I do agree with. It can be challenging, but if you want to learn to drive, it's something you've got to put in. All right, let me just check out these answers. I've got D. I've got D. Christopher sneaking through the back door. Hello, Christopher. How are you? You right? I've got D, and most of you are going for D's. I'm going to see if there's any difference of opinion. Right now, you're all D's, and yes, some type of medicines may affect your ability to drive safely because they can make you drowsy, and if you're drowsy, you should not be driving. You've just passed your first practical driving test, so you've just passed. These are for you new drivers. What will you have to do if you get 6 penalty points on your license in the next 2 years? Retake only your theory test. Reapply for a full license immediately. Retake your theory and practical test. Retake only your practical test. Right, I'm just looking. I saw Kate responded. I can't find your comment, Kate. Edelites, that's more to do with you. I just give the information, you're taking it on board and using it, and it's got you the result that you deserve. Well, thank you for the words anyway. I got mine on July the 18th, which is next Tuesday. I wish you luck with that. Let me know again if you've got any issues. While you're here live, type it in the comments. Yes, I'm ready. If you feel like you're ready, you're halfway there. All you got to do now is the second half is pass it. So if you feel like you're ready, then yeah, we'll take it, and fingers crossed it goes well for you. David, I got my test book for the 22nd of July, 17th, 24th. So it's just over 2 weeks, just under 2 weeks. And you've got 2 more sections. Oh, 2 more sections with your live sessions. Yeah, that's fine, not a problem. Hopefully you're still taking mock tests though and seeing what your scores are. Thank you for coming back, not a problem, Mus. I'm studying hard. Think I'm a bit nervous and possibly hasty, my own fault. Well, you know what your weaknesses are. Nervous, I'll be honest with you, the pupils that I teach, when they go for their test on a Friday or Saturday morning, they're still nervous anyway. And even from a driving test, when I take people to a driving test, they're nervous. It worries me when some people doesn't get nervous. So that's natural, being nervous. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as you don't let your nerves get the better of you. But the other part of your comment is you're a bit hasty. You already know what your fault is. If you're hasty, you need to find a way to be disciplined to slow yourself down. That's what I do with my pupils in the classroom. Spot their weaknesses, which some of them are pretty quick doing the test. One this morning done it in 11 minutes, but to be fair to me, did pass. So if it's not broke, I won't fix it. But if you know you're hasty and it's costing you marks, then you have to be disciplined to slow yourself down. And the way to do that sometimes is, yeah, do the 50 questions, even though it's not my best thing about it, and then go back to number 1 and then reread it again. So it's like you're doing it again just in case you can spot any mistakes on that. Like I said, it's not my big thing, but that's another way of slowing yourself down, by going to number 1 and then doing the test a second time, if that makes sense. Just checking your work is what I call it. All right, so let me just catch up with these. I've got C. Charlene, I've seen your question. I'm going to come to it. I won't forget. I'm just checking the answers. Denise, C. Most of you going for C's. Hello and welcome. What is C? A, B, C. Retake your theory and practical. Yeah, if you get 6 points within the first 2 years of passing, you're going to lose your license. The other thing I will add to that, which is what I mentioned in the classroom, someone didn't realize, your insurance is going to go sky high the second time round, because obviously you lost your license, so they're going to charge you an arm and a leg to get the car reinsured. Just take that into consideration. You're carrying 2, I've not seen that one before. You're carrying 2 13-year-old children and their parents in your car. Who's responsible for seeing that the children wear seatbelts? Let me just read that again. You're carrying two 13-year-olds. Yeah. Right, the children, you, the driver, the children's parents, the front seat passenger. Charlene. I have a question. When can you overtake on the left? You can only, legally, you can only overtake on the left in a one-way street. So that's the answer. You can only legally overtake on the left on a one-way street. All the other answers are circumstances. I think there's one like on the slip road, and the other one is on a motorway when the right-hand lane traffic's going slower. Those are circumstances, but legally only on a one-way street. So hopefully that answers your question, Charlene. Right, what are you guys going for? Evelyn's going for B. Nemat's going for B. K. Again, K sneak through the back door. Hello, K. I hope you're all right. Hope you're fine. Goody's gone B. B. Another one sneaking through the back door. Good afternoon, Kahedra. Hopefully I'm saying that right. The driver. Yeah, anything to do with the car is going to be the driver's responsibility. So it's going to be the driver. You see a pedestrian carrying a white stick that also has a red band. What does this mean? So to always look at the image first and then go to your answers. They're deaf, they're blind, they're deaf and blind, they have limited mobility. No problem, Charlene. Okay, you're going for B. B. Difference of opinion. I've got a C. 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 Right, let's deal with B first. This is why I say read the images. Look at the image first. Look at it carefully. I don't know if this is going to work. Let me see if I can highlight it. There you go. Two colors. Red and white. White is blind. Red is deaf. He's deaf and blind. Two disabilities. And that's why I say look at the image first. Sometimes you get little golden nuggets from the images alone. You're at a scene of an incident. How could you help someone who's suffering from shock? Offer them a cigarette, give them a warm drink, offer them some food, reassure them confidently. Okay, remember, if you guys got any questions, any issues, driving or ferry related, pull it in the chat. I can answer it for you, just like Charlene did. Change your answer. All right, what are you guys going for? Right, Nita's gone for D, Patricia's gone for D, Delicki has gone for D. Right, Assessor's gone for D as well. Right, most of you are going for D's. It's reassure them confidently. Basically, stay with them so they know someone's there. But I will add as well, do not say things like they're going to be okay, they're going to be all right. You can't give people false hope. You can talk to them about anything and everything under the sun, but you can't tell them they're going to be fine. You can't tell them they're going to be okay. Doctors and nurses don't use those statements anymore. You just can't give people false hope. When will your vehicle use more fuel? When will your vehicle use more fuel? When its tyres are underinflated, when its tyres are new, when tyres are overinflated, when tyres are of different makes. David, I'll give you that now. Go, when this live is finished, go on the channel and there's a video about 2 years old now, I want to say. It gives you a breakdown of the studs easily. Reds on the left, studs. Whites in the middle, white ambers on the right hand side. But watch that video. It gives you a nice, easy tip to remember the studs. An easy, simple way. So it's motorway studs. It's about 2 minutes long, I believe, on the channel. But reds on the left, whites in the middle, ambers on the right, and green is your slip road. That's the studs. Right. Where are we at? When will your vehicle use more when tyres are underinflated? Right, hold on. Got difference of opinion here. I've got A. Yeah, sorry. A's. A. Ranjit, you've gone for D. What's D? When you can have different makes of tyres, Michelin or what the other makes. You can have any tyres on your car. It doesn't really make a difference. The answer is A. When they're flat, the car's working harder. Then you've gone for C. When tyres are overinflated. When they're overinflated, it's pumped up. So the car's not working harder. If you imagine a ball is flat, you've got to throw it down harder to get a bigger bounce. So you're working harder to throw it down. That's what your car's doing when the tyres are flat. That's fine. It's not a problem. That's not a problem at all. As long as you are doing the studying at home somehow, some way, that's fine. I know there's a massive delay between me saying it, YouTube giving it to you guys, and it's coming back. So if your Wi-Fi is slow, it's going to be even slower. It's okay. Don't worry about it too much. It's all for you mainly. You don't have to contribute. Right, underinflated is what I'm looking for. What should you do if an instrument panel warning light comes on while you're driving? Hope that it's just a temporary electrical fault. Continue if the engine sounds all right. Deal with the problem when there's more time. Check out the problem quickly and safely. I'm just looking out for your comments on here. Sorry, David, I just want to make sure you got that information I gave you. Yeah, on the channel, there's a short video about 2 minutes long. It gives you a simple way to remember the studs. So go and check that video out. And once you watch the video, you're sorted with that. As long as you take the information on board, obviously. Oh, just saw your message, David. Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. Right. D. Most of you going for D. Right, let me just see if I've got a difference of opinion on this. No, all of you are going for D's. It is going to, yeah. And the key word there, get rid of that. Safely. Remember, it doesn't always work, but if it has got safely in the answer, you have to shortlist as a possible and then go from there. It's got safely in it. It's going to be that answer. Let's get that back up. What legal requirement must be met by a newly qualified driver? Again, you guys who just passed your driving test shouldn't be getting this wrong. What legal requirement must be met by a newly qualified driver? They must display green L plates. They must be accompanied on their first motorway journey. They must have a new photograph taken for their full license. They must have valid motor insurance. Right, this question I've been asked so many times. What's the speed limit after the end of dual carriageway? And I'm going to be totally honest with you. I don't know what the answer to that is. I need to see that question in the context of the answer, because technically when a motorway or dual carriageway finishes, it could still be the same speed limit. So that's the reason why I can't answer that. I need to see what answers they gave you, and then I can choose the answer that matches the context of that question. So the answer I'm going to give you is I don't know. But technically there should be 30 miles an hour. But like I said, it may not be the right answer. I repeat, I need to see the question and I need to see the answers they gave you. And that way I can choose the right option for that question. Because to me, that question makes no sense. I know it's in there because I've been asked it a few times. Because when a dual carriageway finishes, it doesn't mean say the speed limit changes. So hopefully that answers your question. Well, it doesn't answer your question, but hopefully it just gives you a bit more insight to it. So look at the 4 options and then go from there. Or if you can type in the 4 options before you go, let me know and then I can give you the answer. Right, let's see what you guys go for. I've gone for D. I've got these. Seeing some new names on there, and you guys ain't saying hello. Hello. Safia To. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Welcome. Oops. Right, most of you have gone for these again. Let me just see if there's a difference of opinion on this. I've got an A from Kenny. Right, let me deal with A first. A, they must display green L plates. There's no such thing as green L plates. There's red L plates for learners and there's P plates for new drivers, as in just passed, but there's no green L plates. The answer is going to be D. You need to make sure you change your insurance from learner insurance to full insurance, because once the examiner says congratulations, you're no longer a learner driver. So you've got to change your insurance straight away. Which type of vehicle should you be ready to give way to as you approach this bridge? Again, look at the image and then go to your options. Bicycles, motorcycles, buses, cars. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's nice to have new viewers all the time. Let me know in the chat if you are just studying or you've got a test booked and working towards it. Okay. Right, again, I'm seeing C's on this. C, Ribbon's gone for C. Kenny gone for C. Osas has gone for C. Yeah, most of you gone for C. Let me just see if there's any difference of opinion. No, all C's at the moment. It's going to be high-sided vehicle. So it could be, they could do it as collective as high-sided vehicle could be the option. Buses in this case, or lorries. The reason for that is because it's high-sided. It's got to go down the middle to get through evenly. You guys will stay that meter from the, for those of you taking driving lessons, be a meter from the curb. It doesn't affect you. What's a statutory off-road notification? That came up this morning in the classroom. So what's a statutory off-road notification, known as SORN for short? A, notification to tell the DVLA that a vehicle isn't being used on the road. A notification to tell the DVSA that a vehicle doesn't have current MOT. Information held by insurance companies to check a vehicle is insured. Information kept by the police about the owner of the vehicle. Those answers are long. Keep going, get 19 out of 20. Just started studying for my theory test and also doing my driving lessons. Well done. I for me personally, I think it's a good way to do driving lessons and for at the same time, because the theory helps the driving, driving helps the theory. So I believe you're doing it, I won't say the right way because there isn't a right way, but I think that's the best way to do that. Let me know if you've got any issues with your studying, any particular questions. Right. No, Noza, I've seen your question. I'm going to just do the answer for this one. I'm going to tackle your question in a minute. Right, so let's see what you guys are going for. Casey's gone for A. Right, most of you have gone for A's. I just want to see again if difference of opinion. No, you guys are all gone for A's, and A is notification to tell the DVLA that vehicle isn't being used on the road. Yeah, if you're not going to tax your car, you've got to fill in one of these, statutory for a notification, and then take your car off the road. The other question that can come up, how long does it last for? It lasts until you tax your vehicle, sell your vehicle, or scrap your vehicle. So another little tip for you guys on that one. So it's going to be that. You're driving a car fitted with automatic transmission. When would you use kick down? To accelerate quickly, to brake progressively, to engage cruise control, to improve fuel economy. Chester, I'm going to say I don't know. I honestly don't know. The Irish test is slightly different. Learning to drive in Ireland is slightly different. So I don't know. I've heard something similar to that, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm not going to even attempt to guess on that. But like I said, the Northern Ireland test or the Northern Irish test is different to the UK test. And same thing when passing, it's slightly different. Oh, sorry, Noza, let me deal with your question. Let me find you. You're traveling along a single track road. There's a passing place on your right. What should you do if you see a vehicle coming towards you? Is that the question? You're traveling along a single track road. That passing place is normally on the left. Just read the question carefully and make sure you haven't typed it in wrong. The question is normally the passing place is on your left. But I'll give you the answer to this one. You're traveling along the single track road. There's a passing place on the right. What should you do if you see a vehicle coming towards you? That's going to be stop opposite the passing place. So you stop on the left, but opposite. So you're making the road as wide as possible. That's why I'm saying that question normally comes at the passing places on the left, which means you move in to the passing place. So just read the question very carefully and make sure you haven't got it slightly confused. Now let me know in the chat if that's helped you out. Patricia, I've seen your question. I will come to it. Let me just deal with the answers. Right, I've got a difference of opinion here. I've got D. I've got A. Again, Kate, I've got your message. I'm going to deal with this first and I'll give you my email address in a minute. Right, Chester's A. Right, most of you are going for A. Let me just go back to the wrong answer. I've got a 2 difference of opinion here. So most of you have gone for A. Denise has gone for C. And I've got a D. All right, let me deal with C first because it comes up. C is to engage cruise control. No, it's not going to be that. What was the other one? D, to improve fuel economy. No, it's going to be A, to accelerate quickly. Let me just quickly explain that. For those of you doing manual, it can be a little bit confusing, but for automatics, right, automatic technically don't have gears that you need to change. So if you need to build up speed quickly, let's just say you're on a motorway, for example, and you want to get to 70 miles an hour, all you got to do is literally floor the gas. That's all you got to do is just literally floor the gas. And then the car senses you want to pick up speed quickly, and then it's going to kick it down to a power gear, hence the word kick down, and then it's going to kick it back up to a higher gear once the speed settles down. For those of you doing manual, obviously because you've got gears, what you would do if you want to build the speed up quickly is you drop down to second gear. So you're doing it manually, so you're going to drop down to a lower gear, i.e. second gear, floor the gas, and then go from 2 to 4, 2 to 5, depending on what your car can do. That's what kickdown is. So in the manual, you're dropping it down automatically, manually, and in automatic, it does it for you automatically. So hopefully that makes sense. Right, how will a roof rack affect your car? Fuel consumption will increase. There will be less wind noise. The car will accelerate faster. The engine will use more oil. Right, let me just deal with those questions that came up. Right, Kate, my email address is info@drivingtheoryuk.com. So same as the channel, info@drivingtheoryuk.com. That's the email address. Patricia, Dorian, I'm trying to download app and it's not going through. What app are you trying to download? And what on Android or iOS? Let me know in the chat what app you're trying to download. No problem, Noza. No problem. Lucky on my stuff. Abigail, welcome to you. Please, which app is the best for ferry test practice? Thank you. My first time here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Right, let me just deal with this and I'm going to come back to that in a second. Let me just check the answers. Right, I've got A. Revolution. That's new. I've not seen you here before. Welcome. Okay, I've seen your message. Come back to that. Most of you are going for A's. Fuel consumption will increase. Yeah, you're carrying a roof rack. Even though it's empty, the wind resistance is burning more fuel. Don't need it. If you've got an empty roof rack, take it down. You'll save fuel in the long run. What should you do if it's raining and you're following this lorry on a motorway? So again, look at the image. You're behind the lorry in the left-hand lane. What should you do? Move into a lane that has less spray. Beware of spray reducing your vision. Allow a 2-second separation gap. Switch your headlights onto main beam. Right, Abigail, app. I can't tell you what the best app is because everyone's going to be slightly different. I'm going to tell you what app I use, and it's the Driving Test Success, otherwise known the 4-in-1. Let me just repeat that. The Driving Test Success app. I'm not saying it's the best, it's the one that I use in the classroom. It's the one I get the best results from. There's the other one, the driving theory, the people who set the questions, the DVSA one, driving test, I think it's called, driving test app or something like that. It's similar to the driving test success app, but like I said, the one that I use is the driving test success 4-in-1 app. That's the one I use in the classroom. That's the one I get the best results with. But I will repeat and I go on record. I'm not saying it's the best, but it's the one that I had the most success with since doing my courses. So hopefully that helps you out. Right, Kate, I'll give me a minute and let me just deal with these answers. Right, I've got all difference of opinion on this. Right, I've got A. Revolution's making it quite clear. It's gone for B. And I've got B. And most of you gone for B's. Right, most of you gone for B's. Beware of spray reducing your vision. It's going to be B, so you've got to be aware of it. Probably drop further back than you would normally would. Moving into another lane, that's not going to be the safest option. You're going to get sprayed in any lane anyway, and you shouldn't be changing lanes just because of spray. You always stay left when possible. Be aware of it. Drop further back so the less spray goes into your car. That's the reason why it's that answer. What should you do if a left-hand lane pavement is closed due to street repairs? Use your right-hand mirror more often. Position close to the left-hand curb. Speed up to get past roadworks more quickly. Watch out for pedestrians walking in the road. I'm just sitting my lorry ferry and need your help. Been a while since I sat a ghost test. Thanks, Jamie. What do you need my help with, Jamie? Let me know. Let me know what you want my help with. The email is in the chat, Kate. Right, let me see what you guys are going for. Question, what should you do in the left-hand lane? Blah, blah, blah. Right, okay, I'll move out. Right, we've got D. Oops, a bit small. Sunday's gone for D. Grace, to put your name on there. Welcome, bit late, but welcome. D. D, most of you gone for D's. Let me just see if there's a difference of opinion. No. All gone for D's. Yes, watch out for pedestrians. The pavement's closed, they're going to be walking in the road, so watch out for pedestrians. You've just been overtaken by this motorcyclist. What should you do if a rider cuts in sharply? Sound the horn, brake firmly, keep a safe gap, flash your lights. Just in case you missed it, Kate, it's there on screen at the moment. Thanks for getting back to me. It's the stuff they don't talk about on the car theory, Jamie. App, 4-in-1. Go to the settings and change it to HGV. And then you should have all the questions that comes up on the lorry test. And then if you're still, Patricia, what's the typo? Oh, right, I'm with you. I just saw your message, sorry. Yeah, sorry, Jamie. Yeah, go to the app, change the settings to HGV, and that should give you all the questions you're looking for with the lorry side of it. If you're still struggling, come back and I can still help you out with it. It's all theory side of it. I did mention, I don't know if you was here when I mentioned about the Discord server being hopefully released in 2 weeks. Join that as well, and we can have a chat face to face rather than over a live as well when that time comes. That's what the server's for. So hopefully that helps. No problem, Kenny. Oh, no, it's nice to see you. How are you doing? Hope you are well. Right, let's see what you guys are putting down. C. I've got a difference of opinion there. A, let me deal with the others first. C. I've got a D as well. A and the D. So I've got A, D, C. Let's deal with A. Wouldn't sound your horn. The horn is warning of your presence. He knows you're there because he just overtook you. So that's not relevant. B, brake firmly. Questions why you're braking firmly. If he's overtaken you, you don't need to brake firmly. And C, again, look at the key word there. Let me highlight that. Safe. If it's got safety, safely in the answer, you have to shortlist as a possible answer and then go from there. If it's got keep a safe gap, that's the safest option out of all of them. So once he's overtaken you, cutting sharply, just drop back, just ease off the gas, no braking involved, and then you're going to be all right with that. Who's legally responsible for ensuring that a vehicle registration certificate V5C is updated? The licensing authority, the registered vehicle keeper, the vehicle manufacturer, your insurance company. Don't worry about it, Jamie. Yeah, like I said, change the settings in the app to HDV, and that should give you the answers that you're looking for. But if not, come back and we can talk. LeBron James, I love that name, LeBron. Right, sorry, let's deal with what we need to be dealing with. Oops, that's a bit small, let's make that bigger. Right, I've got a B. B. Most of you are going for Bs. Let me just take a look if there's a difference of opinion. No, all of you gone for Bs. And the answer, yeah, the rest of the keeper. If you didn't know, the details on the V5 document is the registered keeper's details. Not the owner of the vehicle, by the way. It's the keeper, the registered keeper of the vehicle. Why is it important to wear suitable shoes when you're driving? To maintain control of your pedals, to enable you to adjust your seat, to prevent wear on pedals, to enable you to walk for assistance if you break down. I don't understand the question. You just got which one is best for manual driving practical tests. Which one, what? Are we talking about an app? Let me know what you're talking about. Which one is best for manual driving practical test? I need help, struggle to pass my theory test. What help do you need? Let me know in the chat. Theory test has a perception. What are you struggling with? Or what do you need help with? Sorry, that's what you put. You need help. Sorry, Edelas, I probably missed something along here. Yeah, just sorry, let me know what you're talking about. Sorry. Just trying to keep up with the chat as well. Right, I've got A. KC's gone for, oops. KC's gone for A as well. Rhythm. Yeah, most of you have gone for A. Let me just see if there's a difference of opinion. Portia's gone for A. No difference of opinion. All of you have gone for A. Yeah, to maintain control of your pedals, wear suitable shoes. Right, what can people who live or work in towns and cities do to help reduce urban pollution levels? That's a mouthful. Right, over rev in a low gear, drive short journeys, walk or cycle, drive more quickly. All right, which app? Again, driving test success. That's why I use it. Once you've done the theory side of it, it's got driving bits and pieces on there. It's going to the driving section. It's got bits and pieces on there. It's actually got videos in there, little games on there. So that's the best app, manual or automatic. The other thing I will say about automatics as well, because I've had this question come up a lot. Which one's best to drive, automatic or manual? That's a personal thing. I can't tell you which one to go for in terms of manual, automatic. I'm biased, so I'm always going to say manual because I teach manual. If you are young, I would go for manual. The reason being, when you go for manual, it opens up both. So you pass in the manual, you can drive automatic straight away. If you pass in an automatic, you are stuck with automatic. At some point, if you want to drive a manual, you have to go and take another driving test. Obviously a manual driving test. So manual, automatic in terms of taking lessons or passing a driving test, that's a personal thing. That's my advice with that. But the driving test itself, take the clutch out of the equation and changing gears, obviously. The test is the same. You still got to observe, you still got to make judgment, you still got to make a safe call. That doesn't change. So just because you're driving an automatic, don't think the test is easier. You just haven't got a left foot to worry about. But you still do the same observation, you still do the same assessment risk or safety factor, whatever way you want to call it, whatever your instructor's calling it. So that doesn't change. It's just your left foot. Right, let's just take a look at some of these. Right, Patricia, you've gone for A. I've got a difference of opinion on this. Abby's gone for C. I've got C. It's like the majority have gone for C's, and sorry, Patricia's gone for A. I've got someone else gone for A. Again, C's, right. Just C's and A's I'm seeing on this. So let's take a look at the question. What can people who live in work, towns and cities do? So it was C's and A's. What's A? Over rev in a low gear. Over revving is squeezing too much gas. You're burning fuel. So it can't be that. So that's not good for the environment. And C is walk or cycle. Yeah, if you walk or cycle, you're not burning any fuels at all. So it's going to be better for the planet Earth. So it's going to be walk or cycle. Right, you're traveling behind a moped. What should, the key word there is should, you do if you want to turn left, a short distance ahead, turn left. A short distance ahead. Let me just read it again, my dyslexia is kicking in. Right, you're traveling behind a moped. Okay, so you're behind. What should you do if you want to turn left a short distance ahead? All right, okay, I've got it. What, pull alongside the moped and stay level until just before the junction. Stay behind until the moped has passed the junction. Overtake the moped before the junction. Sound your horn as a warning and pull in front of the moped. Yeah, that's the way it goes. And like I said, that's why you got to do a lot of practicing on the apps, because sometimes it doesn't throw it up. The other thing you can do with the apps as well, when you've done a certain amount of mock tests, is reset it. There's nothing wrong with either deleting it. If you, it depends which app you've got. Some you can just go into settings and reset the question, so you get go back to a zero bank of questions if you like, or delete the app and then download it again, and you may get a different set of questions, because technically sometimes the app's got algorithm in it, so it practices the question that you get on a regular basis. That makes sense. It doesn't jumble them up. With all the questions, if you need help with all the questions, the simple way to do that is obviously practice each category. First and foremost, go onto the channel. If you haven't done it already, the Study With Me category's got every category, all 14 Gives you a 20 question head start with those. So I'll break it down simple term, just like I do with the videos. So start with that. Then with the apps, do the same thing. So once you've done the 20 questions in the Study With Me series, go onto the apps, do the same thing, and slowly build your knowledge up. Because if you need help with every question, you're starting from the beginning. There's nothing wrong with that. You just need to start to work your way through each category in turn. But take your time. You're obviously not in a rush with that. Right. So let's see what you guys are going for. Charlene B. Sanat B. Right, Marcy, if you're going for B. No, I've seen your question. I'll come back to it. Let me just deal with this. Yeah, Marcy, if you're going for B. Let me just see if there's difference of opinion. No, it's all B's. And let me just read the question. Blah, blah, blah. Traveling behind a moped, what should you do? Stay behind until the moped passes. Yeah, stay behind, safety. If it's short distance, no point overtaking the moped, cutting him up. So stay behind. On a driving test or a driving lesson, you're not in a rush. So there's no need to rush to overtake a cyclist or a moped in that situation. So there you have that. Let me come out of that. Right, Noza had the question for me. Let me just find that. A roof rack is a rack that goes on top of a car's roof. So you put your suitcase, luggage, whatever it is on top of it. Sometimes when you see people putting the bikes on top of it, that's what a roof rack is. It just carries or makes a stable surface that you can put your luggage on top of a car. That's what a roof rack is. Right, have you guys got any more questions you want to ask before we wind this down? I'm just going back through the chat to see. When are you guys theory test? There's a question for you guys. I'm pretty much caught up, I believe. 19 out of 20. Oops, make that bigger. 19 out of 20. Well done to you. Question is, have you booked a theory test? Thank you so much for your help. Just passed my theory test. 44 out of 50. And multiple choice 52 has a perception. Congratulations, well done for passing. Thank you for coming back and letting me know. I fully appreciate that as well. You didn't have to do that. My question, how does it increase through wind resistance? It's empty because it's not being used. It's wind resistance. It's like carrying a rucksack on your back for no reason. And it's empty. You're just using more fuel. That's all it is. It's empty, wind resistance. You want your car to be streamlined. Don't want anything added on it that's not necessary. 20 out of 20, well done. Your video really helped me pass my theory tests. I'm glad that it did, and thank you for coming back and letting me know. Appreciate that. 20 out of 20. Right, you guys who's getting 20 out of 20. Question, have you booked your theory test live? 18 out of 20. Are you still studying? Please, what is your best hazard perception on your YouTube? If you go onto the channel, do the latest videos. It's the last one. It's got me holding a mouse. It's like a red background with an X behind me. That's the latest one, and that's the more in-depth one on that. Hold on 1 second. Give me 1 second and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Hold on 1 second, I'm going to show you. Hold on 1 second. for ones. Oh, hold on, 1 second. Bear with me, guys. Trying to do this live. Income. Just waiting for the advert to finish so I don't get copyright issues. Screen share. That's the video. Let me just fast forward this. It breaks it down in detail. So it's mastering the hazard perception test, expert tips and strategies. So that's the video you're looking at. And I give, like I said, it breaks it down in full detail with full explanation. Too many clicks, not enough clicks, when you should click. That's the most in-depth one that I've done. So after watching that, you should be fine with that one. And that's anyone else struggling with the hazard perception, watch this video. So hopefully that helps. So do I hope you pass. Let me come back and let us know how you get on. But like I said, read the questions very carefully, read the answers very carefully. If it's got images, question, image, answers, and go from there. If anything you're not sure of in terms of the answers, flag it, move on, and then go back and look at your flagged ones. But the most important thing in there, believe it or not, is actually breathe. Just stay calm, try to breathe. If you think you're losing it, just take deep breaths. The brain needs a lot of oxygen when you're in a nervous state. Hopefully that, Kenny, that answered your question. When was it done? 1 month ago. I've done that at the beginning of the live. Done that at the beginning of the live. And again, watch the video. I've explained it in the video in detail with examples on that. Please, is it too many parking tickets, fine, and speed cameras? Fine, add towards driving points. Parking tickets doesn't add up to points. Speed cameras do. And it's normally 3 points with speed cameras. Parking tickets, you just pay that. You can have many parking tickets as you want. It's not good for your pocket, but you can have as many as you want. It doesn't matter. Edelites, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I appreciate you supporting the channel with the super chat. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Oops, let me get rid of that. That's fine. Thank you for watching and being here. I really appreciate it. And you don't know how much I appreciate you guys turning up. Actually, it makes my Monday, to be honest. Knowing I'm helping so many of you and we are interacting together. Chester, wouldn't expect anything less. "24th, that's 2 weeks away. Hope to see you on the next live anyway, help you out. If you've got any questions, jot them down and bring it, type it in the chat. Let's get you passing on that 24th. I'm assuming you're taking your test tomorrow. Is that what you mean? It's not right, it's all on computer. But I'm assuming you'll mean that you're taking your test tomorrow. I want you to pass. Fingers crossed for you. Let us know how you get on. Oops, get that smaller. Thanks again, mate. Should get my provisional license through this week so I can book a free test. I'll wait for it to come through before I go on the hunt for an intensive course. No problem. No problem at all with that. Just keep us informed. Hope to see you next week, Rhythm. See you next week. Yeah, brilliant. "4:30 every Monday." 4:30 every Monday, unless I can't make it for whatever reason. At this point in time, I make an effort to be here 4:30 every Monday. Yeah, just every Monday. Appreciate that, live. Appreciate that. Again, send me an email. Let me talk to you as well. Send me an email, info. It's in the chat somewhere. info@drivingtheoryuk.com. Send me an email. If you're going to keep watching, send me an email. Let me talk to you. the driving ones I've got is around test routes on different test centres. Watch all of them. They all give basic. Let me stop this video. Leave my head in. Yeah, any videos that I've got on the channel, the Sidcup ones, the earlier ones, and the later ones I've done in Stevenage, I think St Albans. I think I was looking for test routes for my pupils. It gives a basic breakdown of how you should be driving and what the examiner's looking for. So any of us will help. But another channel to watch is Driving School TV. That's I'd recommend for driving. Francis. And yeah, Francis is really good. So Driving School TV, that's the channel I'd recommend in terms of tips, left turns, right turns, maneuvers, that type of thing. That's what I'll definitely recommend. I did, Frank. Parking tickets, you can get as many as you want. It's not good for your pocket. You're paying for that. But speed cameras are points. So there's 3 points every time you go through. If you get, because you're a new driver, it's unlikely you're going to be offered speed awareness course because you're new. So they're going to put the points on your license. Remember, 6 points in the first 2 years. So let me just repeat that. Speeding tickets, sorry, parking fines, you can get as many as those. They don't lead to points, but speeding tickets do. It's 3 points normally per speeding fine, which is obviously what you don't want to get. See you next week, Patricia. Right. Thanks for the link. No problem. Hope that helps you out. So I'm going to see you guys. Yes, Kate, I'll look out for your email. Thank you, guys. So I'm going to see you guys next week. Sorry, hold on one second. Let me just deal with this. Please, the sign with X circle and the circle with 1/. X is no stopping at any time. The red circle is no stopping at any time. And the slash is parking restrictions. Again, on the channel, I've done a video in recent weeks breaking that down in a bit more detail. So again, look on the channel. In the last 3 or 4 weeks, I've actually got a video on confusing signs, which that comes under. So I will see you guys next week. Take care. For those of you who've got a test this week, fingers crossed. Hope you guys pass. And the rest of you guys, enjoy your week.